So firstly, most importantly, the split of ages are that Guppies are 6 months to 3 years, Splash Academy, which you can see on screen now, is age 3 to 12, and Entourage is age 13 to 17. I'm going to share with you what we think our children would have loved and enjoyed, but also try and show some of the things that are there for the younger children and for the teenagers too. Now, I did wonder, how would it work from age 3 to 12 being all together? Well, the staff there say that they will put on activities relevant for the children's ages, and they will keep them separated as well to make sure that the boisterous 12-year-olds aren't knocking into the 3-year-olds, for example. There was so much for the children to do in terms of electronics. There was loads of screens, loads of computers they could play, but they also said they had loads of arts and crafts that they would pull out and play with the children, and they could turn up whenever they wanted, so there was no sort of booking system. They had quite a lot of space, so the understanding was they could take lots of children to the kids club, so I don't know how quickly it would fill up, but they were just really looking forward to getting the children on board, and it looked really good fun. There were so many things that they had planned for the kids, and the screens were massive, so I know my little boy would have absolutely loved Mario Kart, for example. They had a Switch and a PS5 in there, maybe more than one of each, to be fair. They had interactive electronic tables they could press on. The Splash Academy was on deck 15, and we were lucky enough to get a walk round. However, the Entourage Teens Club on deck 14 sadly wasn't open, so hopefully someone on there now will pop a video of that up soon. So the kids' splash park is working today, so the slide has water running down it. There's loads of spray. This looks really good fun. My kids are 8 and 6, and I know they'd still love this, but they would have loved it even more when they were tiny. You fell over then. You heard the bang? They've got a little submarine. I think you can shoot things with each other at that. Right next to the Aqua splash pad, there were 2 walk-in open showers, which were great, as well as the one you'll see in the splash park itself, little shower. And then there was also loads of seating, so to the left and to the right of the splash park, there was loads of seating, from sun lounges to double lounges to big circle chairs. So you could be really near your children, because they're meant to be supervised in there until they're age 12, so it's good to have seating nearby too. Wanted to show this angle of the pool from here as well, because the main pool is the main pool where the children will go and swim, but as you can see, it's got a deeper bit in the middle and more of a splashy area around the outside too, so I thought that was quite good. It's quite a good sized pool too. So the arcade is genuinely one of the biggest arcades I've ever seen, both on land and at sea, not including Blackpool, but at sea definitely. It is massive. It goes on in both directions. There's loads of choice, so whether you like shooting, cycling, VR, dance machines, basketball, whatever it is, you're going to love it. Cost could quickly add up, I imagine, so maybe the arcade pass would be a good idea. I don't think it covers the things like the grab machines and the ticket machines. I think you'd have to get those separately, but for the other stuff, I believe it would cover it. But if your children are like mine and they're obsessed with any shiny lights and the chance to win a prize, they're going to spend a lot of time in here. And out of all the ones we've been on, we had loads of fun in this too. So there really is something for everybody in here. Also, really quickly, wanted to mention the in-room entertainment. So there seem to be lots of TV shows and movies, and some of them were definitely for the kids. The inset package wasn't great in our opinion, so I would definitely recommend downloading a few movies to your iPads before you bring them on. Big shout out here for the room service menu, because they had kids sections. I mean, lots of stuff is kid friendly anyway, but there's specific things that I think our kids would really enjoy. Around the ship, they had these places where you could go and get your photo taken, and you could have whales jumping out behind you or aliens. And this one here that I'm about to do, I am a massive Harry Potter fan, so the chance to pretend to be a witch and do a spell that makes someone levitate was really good fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's imagination walls apparently all over the ship. I only found this one near the photo gallery and the whale one, but we didn't have that long on the ship, so I think that's something that would be quite good fun for the kids to run around and try and find. So this magic school was just one of the many options on there. Don't watch this if you don't want a spoiler and you want to see it for real when you get on the ship. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good fun. But while that's on screen, I'll talk about a couple of other things. So the menus were extensive. The buffets were great for the kids. There was loads of juice options and fizzy pop options if that's what they like. Water stations everywhere. The menus, you go over. I think the specialty restaurants, if you eat in them, but the kids want a kids menu, they don't get charged. There was always burgers and chips and hot dogs around. Pizzas, etc. The in-room menu was great for kids too. The afternoon tea had lots of sandwiches they would like. There was so much food. I don't think anyone's going to go hungry. So if that's something that you're worried about, say you maybe have a couple of little fussy ones. So this is one of the accessible bathrooms. You can enter it by swiping your hand, and everything's at a lower level. So I've got lots of handles, and for those of you looking for baby change, a nappy bin, baby change facilities. And you can lock the door as well. Loads of high chairs dotted around. Now, kids of all ages will absolutely love tea time. The mini golf is amazing. I go into a bit more detail in one of my other videos, so I won't talk much here, but really good fun. Now, for the kids that are a little bit older, definitely the teenagers, they're going to absolutely love Glow Court. This is interactive, it's competitive, there's football kicking games, there's basketball shooting games. It's 15 minutes a time. You can do about 3 games during that session. You can keep rebooking into it. You just have to wait your turn. You can't pre-book for the whole week. You can just sort of do it on the day. They've got a pickleball court. They've got lots of different games. So maybe not beer pong for the teenagers, but foosball definitely, ping pong tables. Has some really cute things in the shop for kids, from goody toys to crayons. I would definitely suggest bringing crayons with you on every cruise that you go on. We love cruising with our children, seeing the world, and the ships always have so much to do on them, but NCL AQUA is one we 100% will be booking again and taking our kids onto it, because there is a lot to do. There are 2 slides on the ship, the first one being the dry slide that goes from deck 18 down to deck 8, so I think it's a 10 deck drop that happens really quickly. You're wrapped in what I call a body bag, and you see my husband there giving it a go. He really enjoyed it actually. He does like a good slide. I did not get on that one. This one is the water slide. This is where you sit in a dinghy. There's 2, they go slightly different routes. You can sit together or you can sit separately. This mechanical arm shoots you up to the top. Both sides are totally free to go on. I did have one go on it, and all I can say is that my soul left my body as it shot me up to the top.
Here we go. First bit's rapid, and it's very chilled from there. We survived! We survived! I think the other one's faster.